want your last name added? Hi, soulmates. It's Zenesoul.
Wait, I was fixing my jacket.
Why are you always fixing your jacket? Leave the jacket!
Allow it. Give me a second. Be like, okay, I'm gonna start or something.
Breathe in. Is your jacket fixed?
It's fixed. Now you're ready.
I wanna get rich one day. Not just rich in wealth, but rich in health.
Hi, soulmates. Welcome to Zen Room. I'm Zenesoul, as we already know. And this is my manager, Mahad. Today, we're going to kind of talk about how we initially met. I was going through something at the time when we initially met. It caused, a little bit of confusion.
That's a good.
But we're going to, talk about it a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
Mahad met me, I guess, from like a friend who referred me to him because he was going to do a charity event. So I was referred to perform.
I had the nonprofit and I was just trying to get into the music scene. I didn't know what I want to do. I think I wanted to do more of like PR work because that's what I was studying at that time. And then there was an artist I was trying to do something with. However, he wasn't really sure of his place in the music area. So he said, hey, I know someone I met at this thing called Rise. Maybe I can introduce you to her.
The event didn't end up actually happening, but Mahad would like start coming to my performances and would like start recording on his phone and send it to me. And then he'll DM me and say, hey, I saw this opportunity. Do you want me to apply to it for you? Or is there anything you need help with? And then like he was consistently trying to like help. And I was like, what? Who is this man? And why is he trying to help so bad? What's crazy is at that time, I was literally coming out of a relationship. Like I was just starting off and my partner at the time was helping me with my music journey. When things kind of broke off between me and my ex, he had a lot of access to a lot of things that had to do with my music, like my email passwords, YouTube accounts. He had my songs, obviously, because I'm sharing the songs like, hey, this is the mastered version. What do you think about this? What do you do? You know what I mean? He knew what was going on with everything that had to do with me. And I'm apprehensive because things that I had that were my own, there was someone else that had the power to take some of those things away from me. Do you know what I mean? But that kind of scared me to give anybody access to like my information. You get scared because it's like your music is your art, it's your child. And now it's like someone can just take that from you at any time. And then here comes Mahad like, hey, can I get your email password so I can apply to this for you? And buddy.
Hey, give me that email. Yo, I need this. As you said, like there were opportunities that came in. I was just there more to like watch and to support and then to like provide information. Like, hey, I learned this in school about, pitching to media or whatever. And then I just saw her being like a professional and she came in with her like suitcase to the first show I came at. She had like all of her stuff in it and she was just like going on stage. She came by herself. She did everything. And then I saw like her videos that she worked up with her team on, and I was like, oh, like I see it. Like I see there's like there's a vision there, and there's a creativity, and there's like good music. So that's why I would ask to see how I can help, because I see like where can we take it even further, and how can I learn even with this, right? After some time has passed, I felt like I was already in the group, in the team.
Yeah.
So I was confused because that's where the apprehension came from. And I was like, oh, wait, what's going on? I think one time I asked you, I was like, do you trust me?
Like he's actively helping me now. Like
I wasn't a manager. I didn't know.
He wasn't my manager, but he worked with me very closely. Anything that I needed help with, he would just like do. We had a work relationship that I really liked, and I liked him as a person too. But it's like, I wasn't ready to give him access to like my email or like my information like that because of my previous experience. I can start noticing that he'll be like, I don't get why I can't just go in the email and respond to it for you.
Instead of
Instead
sending you
of
the
him
response for
sending
you
me
to
the
send.
response for me to now send to the person.
Yeah.
I don't even think I gave him my like access to my Spotify, like nothing, yo. When I say I was scared, I was scared. I didn't give him anything, and then one day he came to me and he was like,
I literally said, do you
"Why?
trust me?"
Why are you so
I
dramatic?
said, I
Did you
swear
see
to
the-
God. I swear
Why
to
did you
God.
do your head like that? Like,
No, I
you're
mean,
so dramatic.
I was like, what's going on, first of all? Because I'm like, there's such good energy and good momentum and good movements. But then I feel something is off and she's not telling me what it is. So she's just going about her day. And I'm just like, okay, I'm feeling something is off. So I'm going to ask.
I explained to him like what happened to me in the past. At the end of the day, yeah, I knew I was traumatized by something, but it wasn't fair to like think that he would be the exact same way. But at the same time, I can't just be ready to give everybody, everything. He spoke to me about it and I understood like how he felt. So I explained to him the situation and he was so understanding of like my hesitancy and like why I was the way I was. And he gave me time to slowly give him bits and pieces.
Because it made sense now. I'm like, oh, felt bad. I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't mean to like trigger that or like, I didn't know. Now I know, So like, okay, I'm cool. Like, cause I don't feel like I'm like things are being hidden from me, but it was just like more steps that are necessary.
Yeah. I think it was the transparency that was like needed. To me, it's like you don't need to have that access, right? But if someone is actively trying to help you or whatever, it gets to a point where you have to be ready and willing to open up and explain why you're behaving the way you're behaving. It was a lesson learned, and I love that like he allowed me to move at my own pace, and I love that he wasn't scared to ask what's going on instead of just keeping it to himself.
I'll tell you, sometimes I was like, I'm just gonna
Cut this girl off.
I think there's something. No, it wasn't to cut off, but I'm like, I think there's something here. Like, I don't feel like I'm trusted. But then once you explain it and once you ask, there's a clarity that comes out, and then everything will always be better with transparency.
It was a funny encounter, and it was a lesson, honestly, a big lesson that like your trauma doesn't have to hold you back. You can learn from them, you can heal from them, and you can find people who understand your trauma and who are willing to allow you to move at your own pace.
Yes.
And that's the beautiful thing about life. So, peace out.